Okay, what I'd like to do right now is actually show you one of our other waters, that being the Kangen, the strong Kangen water that has a pH of 11.5, so you can see the amazing cleaning powers that this water actually carries with it. And to demonstrate that, what we've got here is we've got some fresh cherry tomatoes that we actually just bought here at the Giant supermarket, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a quick demonstration where we're going to take some tomatoes and put it in this cup here. We're going to do the same alongside this cup. Now, instead of using the tap water and all the chlorine in there, we're just going to take a reverse osmosis water. And keep in mind, this water is going in clean, and it'll be interesting to see how it comes out after a few minutes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take some of our Kangen water, the strong water that has the pH of 11.5, and that's what's inside of this container. And just to demonstrate that there's nothing in here but water, let me just pour some in this cup here so that you can see for yourself. And this is the water that has the pH of 11.5. In other words, it has some amazing cleaning powers. And we're going to come back to this here in just a few seconds. Now, as that's sitting in there, let me just give it a quick stir. Okay, now while that's in there cleaning, what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to actually show you another demonstration with green tea. This is a very good Japanese green tea, and green tea is good for you. It's got some amazing antioxidant properties, but what we want to do is we want to show you the solvency properties of Kangen water. And now typically to make green tea or any kind of tea, you need obviously a tea bag. You need some boiling water, and what it typically has to happen is that tea bag has to steep for a couple, 2-3 minutes. So we don't have hot water today, but what we're going to do is we're going to take room temperature water. We're going to take tap water, or bottled water for that matter, and then we're going to take some of our 9.5 Kangen water. Now let's just see what happens. So over here, let's go ahead and we're going to use some reverse osmosis water, some Aquafina water. And we're going to give this tea bag a nice head start. Give that a nice head start there. Now alongside of that tea bag is also another cup, and except here we're going to pour the Kangen water, the 9.5, and this is the water that you're going to drink. And as you can see, almost instantly, as soon as this water hits this tea bag, you can see the solvency properties of this water. Okay? Not only, does it turn a dark color here, but you actually can taste the green tea. And what's remarkable here is off of one tea bag, we can actually make as many as 8 to 10 cups of tea off of one tea bag. Also, this brings to mind the solvency properties of the water. As I talked to you about the machine earlier, we mentioned the fact that if you're taking medications, you don't want to take your medications with this water because it has the ability to get those medications into your bloodstream much quicker. So you'd want to refrain from that water and take your medications with clean water. However, if you're taking nutritional supplements, you definitely want to take your nutritional supplements with this water because it has the tendency to get those nutritional products into your bloodstream and into your system much faster. In other words, it's going to make it much more bioavailable, so you're going to get much more benefit from your nutritional supplements. Okay? Now, let me just show you real quick here what could happen. We're going to take this tea bag here, a used tea bag, and I want to just demonstrate for you what's going to happen. And just keep in mind, as soon as this water hits the tea bag, as you can see, we've just made another cup of tea. Now, back home, what we do is we take one tea bag, we put it in a carafe with about a quart's worth of water, and we can make tea all day long off of one tea bag. Now, let me just take you through it one more time, and I think you'll get the point here. And again, keep in mind, from the moment this water hits this tea bag, and remember, this is already our third cup of tea here, and let's just look and see what our competition is doing over here. This guy, as you can see, hasn't even started yet. I think he's quite confused, whereas this cup here is already turned gold. And again, you can actually taste the contents of what's in that cup there. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to come back to the cherry tomatoes. And over here again, this is the water that we actually poured, the cup that we poured the Aquafina in. And let's just take a look at what happens. And keep in mind, the water went in clear, and let's just see what actually happens. As you can see, the water is coming out clear. So in reality, did we take anything or remove anything from these tomatoes? And I think we'd all agree the answer is no. Now on the flip side of that, over here are the same cherry tomatoes out of the same bag, and the only difference being is we washed or we soaked these tomatoes with strong Kangen water, the water again that has the pH of 11.5. Now let's look to see what actually comes off of these tomatoes. Now, this is pretty amazing, okay, and this is not chlorine. Remember, our machines remove all the chlorine from the water. What you got here are things like herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, and even oxidation that's coming off of these tomatoes. And the significance of that is now you've got produce, fruits, and vegetables that actually taste like they were grown in your very own garden without the herbicides and the pesticides. As a matter of fact, this is probably as close to organic as you can come, and so they taste much better. And actually, when you wash your produce, wash your fruits and your vegetables with this water, it will actually last you many, many days longer than if you were to wash it with tap water. What we like to do here is we also wanted to show you a little simple demonstration with rice. And again, keep in mind, one of the benefits of Kangen water is the fact that you can actually cook with it as well. So let's look to see what happens. We're going to take tap water here, and we're going to take some rice, and we're going to give this a stir and see what happens. And as you can see, we've got a little cloudiness in the water, so we're removing a little bit of stuff from the rice. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the same rice, and here we're going to take strong Kangen water again, the water that has the amazing cleaning powers, and watch what happens here. As you can see, almost instantly, the difference in the color. So as you can see here, what we've done is we've removed the pesticides from this rice. We've removed things like talc and all kinds of other things that actually is on the rice. And so not only is it going to be much cleaner, but again, it actually tastes much better. It cooks much faster, so the rices, the pastas are much fluffier and much better overall. Now the last demonstration I'd like to take you through is something with pure sesame oil. And in chemistry class, we've been taught that oil and water don't mix, okay? And that's what we would all, think about. So let's just take some pure sesame oil here. We're going to pour it in this cup, and we're going to also pour it in the cup right next to it. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually take some regular water, or let's just take some Dasani water here, and we're going to pour it over here. And as you will shortly see, as we would think, the oil and the water don't mix, and that the oil is going to actually surface to the top. At least that's what we were led to believe. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the strong Kangen water, and I remember 9 months ago as I saw this demonstration, I about fell out of my chair. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to take that same oil, and as you'll see, from the moment this water hits that oil, look at what we've done here, you guys. We've just emulsified 100% pure sesame oil with water. Water that carries a pH of 11.5, and this is the water again that's got the amazing cleansing or detergent-like properties that has many, many uses and applications in your home. And keep in mind, in doing all of these different demos, what have we done? We've taken ordinary tap water, and with the touch of a button, we've made 5 different grades of water. And again, by far and away, the most important of the waters is the Kangen water that you're going to drink and hydrate your body with. But as you can see, we make other waters that have other uses and applications along with them.